Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. We're looking at Michael's garden, and the corn is growing pretty high now. We actually had some significant rainfall last night in a pretty intense storm. There was some wind, but luckily the only thing that got knocked down was the ladder. So it's nice and cool this morning and quite moist. So let's go away from the mess of the upper garden here, which we still need to do some cleaning up. Sorry about the finger. So today is the 10th, and it is a Wednesday. The moon is in Capricorn, but does shift into Aquarius, and that occurs around 2:45 in the afternoon today, 2:46, I believe, Eastern PM. So we have an interesting day. The sun squares the nodes of the moon today. When a planet squares the nodes, it activates both ends, and the sun is a planet of illumination. And in its way, the sun illuminating both ends of the nodes sort of illuminates our options, right? Our directions. Do we return to the past and hang on in a controlled way or a controlling way? Scorpio, do we continue to hang on to resentments and old vendettas and things like that, all very Scorpio things? Or do we move ahead into the future? It's an unknown future with new values. Are we brave enough to move in a new direction that's based more on how we have developed evolutionarily as a species, right? Now, tomorrow we have a full moon, and that full moon, sun moon opposition will be square the nodes of the moon. So we have a grand cross in the sky. We've had this sort of grand cross here. We had it temporarily when Saturn made an opposition to Mercury. Mercury was square the nose, Saturn was square the nose, and Mercury and Saturn were in opposition to each other. That happened, I think it was last week, giving us an eyeful, right, of what we need to, where our minds are at in a way. So this is just a continuation of an activation, really, of that nodal axis. We have to remember that Uranus is on that north node of that nodal axis, and Mars is still pretty close. Mars will be making a square to Saturn soon, so there's still a lot of tension on those nodes, and tension on the nodes means transformation and evolution. So we're still in this very challenging at times, but profound transformation that we're still going through this. So over the next couple of days, we will continue to see revelations. Things are uncovered. People are finally getting it, that things have to be done. Some things are getting done. Some things are being said as to be, this is wonderful, this is great, this is going to make a huge difference. And it will, but it's not enough. And we all know it. So we can't rest on our laurels here, guys. We need to continue to attend to the needs of the people. Those corporations, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine, guys. All right, so what else is going on today? I'm trying to think because I looked at it now, I can't remember. So with the sun's square to the nodes, tomorrow it's going to be squaring Uranus, first quarter crisis in action square. So the revolution continues The revolution continues. And you can see there are things changing with people getting their comeuppance in jail, people getting investigated, and people who were not investigated properly being held accountable for their actions. I'm thinking of the Breonna Taylor situation, the Ahmaud Arbery situation, the federal the federal indictment, and they added years to a life sentence, which, you know, it's still a life sentence. It doesn't matter to them as much, the people in jail, as it matters to the victims, knowing that that the federal government took the side of justice here. And, you know, it is called the Justice Department, and we've been giving Merrick Garland a real hard time, but the man is not going to show his cards. He's not going to divulge what's happening. He's going to do things by the book because he wants things to stick. So he does know what he's doing. I understand it's been very frustrating, and I understand the glee that we have because Mar-a-Lago was raided. Yet, you know, we don't really know what that means ultimately, what they're looking for. So I think what I want to say is just understand that we're going in the right direction now. Things are going to start to change, and, you know, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it, and we're witnessing it together, and, you know, we agreed to this, right? Oh, look at the bee. There's a little bee in the... Hi there. So he buzzed me. He's like, hey man, did you get my good side? Bee bums are always the best side. They're always so cute. Sometimes I pet them, you know, if I know they're the kind of bees that won't bite me. Anyway. Oh, yeah, so the grass is everybody's, the birds, you can hear the frogs and the crickets, and the trees finally look like they're not just ready to keel over and die of thirst. So it's good. It's all good. Hi, little birds. I'm gonna have to put more bird seed in the bird feeder. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. You'll get a good look at the direction forward. You'll get so with the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio, you can check your natal charts to see where this lies. Where is this axis? Where is the full moon axis going to hit you? It's going to give you a lot of information. Now, these grand crosses that we're experiencing, I'll just say one more thing before I let you go. These grand crosses that we're experiencing are really times to break free from deep emotional ruts. It's time to break out of them. It's time to let them go. And it's time to live a new life. We're being given the opportunity at the 8th hour, the 9th hour, the 11th hour, whatever hour that is, one of the last ones. And we can turn it around and make it even better. So don't think that you're powerless in this situation. We hold all the power within us. And we certainly, when we align with each other, with the right intention and a commitment to making the world a better place, it does get better. It does get better. The people pulling the strings are all being shown for who they are. And it's not just Trump. So keep your eyes open for that and make the best decisions you can on the information that you have, and know that you've done your best, right? All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Namaste.